Hello and welcome to Letters to the Editor oh, hello? What do you mean there's been some complaints? Well, there's been complaints that all I do on the videos now is just hold a phone pretending I'm talking to somebody. What, and they're getting bored of that? Well, what do they expect? I mean, I'm a one-man bloody show, aren't I? What can I do? You know, bloody abseil off blimmin' Mount Everest? Yes, I mean, what do you mean? No, crumbs. Are you joking? There are a few people that like this. Yes, they do. They really do like it. I mean, I'm gonna get a range of merchandise out. Yeah, t-shirts and mugs. What do you mean? Yeah, letters to the editor on the t-shirts, front and back. Yeah, and then in that never mind the bollocks typeface. Yeah, all the slogans. You know, like the Fool Ronnie. Who the hell have they hired as a sniper? Stevie Bloody Wonder. What else? Oh wow, Matt Bianco. Wow. And Brad Kalowski, TNT 90125 KLM. What do you mean? What does that mean? Hello and welcome back to Letters to the Editor and a Knebworth special. We had Alaska, Mountain, Mama's Boys, Blackfoot. They were great. UFO, Meatloaf. Now, we all remember Meatloaf, don't we? He was dreadful, swearing away. He was in a plaster cast, and he did slip over because every time he shouted the word, bottles of, were thrown at the stage, and mud. I remember sitting on top of one of the porter cabins near the side of the stage watching that whole debacle take place. Scorpions were great. And so to Deep Purple. So who doubted them then, eh? Come on, who doubted them? As Deep Purple plugged into the driving power of Highway Star and rocked rampant through Nobody's Home, with Richie Blackmore rolling in and out some astounding solos, the years fell away meekly, and the reincarnation of a legend exploded on us in a fireball of glory. And after the Scorpions, who did a blinding set, we had almost a 2-hour wait as the rain just lashed down as we were cold. Me and my friends, we got up there Friday after work to the campsite. We didn't have a tent, so we slept in the car. We were underprepared. Backstage, I believe that there were 5 porter cabins, one for each member of Deep Purple. But on the day, 2 of the cabins had to be turned away from each other because there'd been a huge argument by 2 of the members. And I wonder who one of those members were. Write down on a postcard and send it to Letters to the Editor. And I'd like to take you back to 1976. The first most people heard of the Rolling Stones coming to Knebworth this summer was when the Stones arranged for 2 people dressed as Harlequins to run onto the centre court at Wimbledon between sets on finals day, with a long banner saying Stones at Knebworth. Unfortunately, David's father, Lord Cobold, who was Lord Chamberlain to the Queen at the time, was sat in the royal box, and he got some very frosty looks. In 1979, Led Zeppelin headlined 2 shows at Knebworth. Led Zeppelin, the world's most popular hard rock band, came down before the festival to meet us and look around Knebworth. Guitarist Jimmy Page was a fan of Sir Edward Bulwer Lytton, who lived in the house in the early 1800s. They shared an interest in the occult, and Jimmy wanted to see all of his memorabilia. Drummer John Bonham was more interested in the gardens, and singer Robert Plant nearly took a swim in our swimming pool, but decided that his hairdresser probably wouldn't have been happy. 1986 couldn't have been more different to 1985. 1985 was a complete washout. 1986 was one of the hottest days of the year. That weekend was extremely hot. And Knebworth is famous for the fact that it had Led Zeppelin's last ever UK shows, and obviously Freddie Mercury's last ever show with Queen was at Knebworth. And then obviously after 86, there was one in 1990 that I went to, headlined by Pink Floyd. There's Paul McCartney, Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, Dire Straits, Genesis, loads more. Great lineup. Sonosphere festivals that happened. Robbie Williams and Oasis have played there. Hi, it's Brad Kalowski here, and we're on the trail of content creator Chris, and it's believed that he was hiding out on this boat last night with his long-term school friend, who was also a member of the classic post-punk emo band Frank Weasel and the Vomit Buckets, who had hits back in the day like 4-6, Chunder and Lightning, and the all-time classic It Ain't Easy When You're Queasy with that classic chorus line.